want to be around us, because you have a devious and deviant people funeral, because in your mind, if they made you mad, the only remedy is to take them out. If we're not careful, we realize that anger causes us to ruin friendships and relationships, all because of anger. All of us get angry. I know you're saying, Pastor, I had an auntie, and that auntie smiled all the time, and I can't remember her ever. That walks around in this flesh, gets angry, gets upset, and they have valid reason for their anger and their agitation. But I tell you, you cannot let your anger and agitation overthrow your common sense and Christianity. Beloved, when the believer gets angry and cuss just as much as the unbeliever, there's something wrong when the believer can blame their sinfulness on their anger. You know what you said? If I had not been upset, I wouldn't have punched them. If I had not been upset, I wouldn't have cussed them. If I had been upset, I wouldn't have said what I said. Well, the truth of the matter is, anger is just like alcohol. It tells no lies. When you get upset, that's what you really want to say is what come out. Just like an alcoholic tells no lies. The truth of the matter is, if you really want to know how somebody feel about you, let them get drunk, good and drunk, and sit there and listen to them. They'll take your stuff back when you were 3 years old, and how they hated the fact that mama gave you some blue pair of shoes and gave them a black pair of shoes, and you say, we here 6 to 8 years old, and you still hold on to that. I just had to wait till I got some in my system to let you know how I really felt about you. And don't let them get angry, and don't let them say that you know always have been ugly. I don't know why people thought you were cute, but you have been ugly from the time you were a little child. Your feet ugly, your toes ugly. You've always had an ugly attitude, and you sitting there scratching your head saying you upset with somebody else, and now you take your anger out on me, because when you're angry, you let things out that you wouldn't otherwise let out. In other words, as the young people say, you have no filter. And believe it or not, sometimes some things that we think about other folk, they ain't got no business knowing what you think about. Just take it to the grave with you. That's between you and the good Lord. But when you're angry, you let stuff out. Yeah. Proverbs 16:23 says you ought to be slow to anger. Slow to anger. It's a problem when you walk around and say, I got a hair trigger. Don't take much to piss me off. You know, you got believers walking around brag. Well, it don't take much to take over the edge, and I let you have it. Wait a minute, I ain't a believer. And it don't take much. Then we look at Ecclesiastes 7:9. It says, be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resists at the heart of God, or at the heart of the fool. For anger rests at the heart of the fool. Got to be careful, because you walk around in a perpetual state of agitation and upset about everything, you find yourself in a place of discomfort. Can I tell you something about that anger? That anger have you walking around here taking medication. To take your blood pressure down, and then medication take your blood pressure up. Medication to regulate your blood sugar. Medication to go to sleep, and medication to get up. All because you walk around with unresolved anger in your heart. And if we were to ask what you're angry about, you angry with somebody who's 6 feet under. Ain't nothing they can do to you no more than nothing you can do to them, but you still mad. Because you don't understand what they did to me, Pastor. Well, I don't understand what they did to me. I never understand what they did to me. But if they done gone on to the great beyond, ain't no reason for you to be sitting around here still angry and upset with them. Life has to move on. You have to move on. And you thinking you hurting them, and they did. Then you ain't hurting nobody but yourself. James 1:19. Says we have to be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Many times, most of our anger is found in the fact that there is a misunderstanding. But before we can come to an understanding, somebody done flew off the deep end. Ain't gonna let you have a piece of their mind. And I told you I gave this to you for free when I got here 4 years ago. I give it to you for free today. You ain't got but this much of a mind. And if you keep giving away pieces of your mind, don't be surprised when you wake up one morning out of your mind because you gave everybody pieces of your mind. Don't worry about giving everybody a piece of your mind. Just keep your peace and try to form some peace, because don't nobody need your piece of your mind. So we look at the text today. Paul trying to tell the church at Ephesus that you got to be careful with your anger. You got to be careful with your anger. He said, but the first thing I want you to understand is that there is the reality of anger. Say the reality of anger. Watch what he said, verse 26. He said, be angry. You missed it then. You were going too fast. He said, be angry. It's time when you're going to get upset. Time when you're going to be mad. You can't imagine how many times Dr. King got upset. You know he had to get upset when they put a bomb under his front porch and his wife and children were in the house. I don't care how much Holy Ghost you got when you come messing with a man. Oh, mercy. But even though he was angry, he didn't go out and grab his shotgun and say, let me go find the first person I think did it and kill him. You can be angry. I came to tell you that emotions are real. Amen. And there should be no reason why you should deny your emotions. Learn to deal with your emotions. Be angry, be upset, be frustrated, be bewildered. Whatever your emotions are, you've got to learn to master your emotions, or your emotions will master your life. You will live from one extreme to the next. And somebody said, well, Pastor, how can I learn to deal with my anger? How can I learn to deal with my emotion? If you can't do it on your own, there's some people called therapists. You go sit down on the sofa with. If you like me, you gonna lay on the sofa, you sit in the chair. And you let them know what you got going on, and they give you a few steps. Some helpful things for you to deal with yourself. To work it out. So that you can live at peace. Because one thing about it, if you're not careful, you become a prisoner of your own thoughts. In your own body. And you wonder day after day, why can't I just have joy? But you exist between these emotional highs and lows. Every time you think about it, you're frustrated and bewildered because you just want to be able to smile and let the smile be for real. And it's because you haven't learned to master your emotions. There's no part of you that you should not be in total control of. I know you say, well, Pastor, if I go to the doctor say it's something in my body. Well, you can't control your body. Do you tell your heart to breathe? Do you tell your lungs to breathe? Amen. Those are things that God makes happen aside from you. But when it comes to you writing, he gave you the power to write. He gave you the power to think. That's why he said, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are good report, think on these things. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Amen. And the truth of the matter is, in our society, in our community, we think it's something wrong if you got to go talk to somebody. So we'll let folk walk around bitter and angry and upset their whole life. Talking about, ooh, they ain't going to talk to nobody. If they ain't going to talk, they ain't going to talk. And then you think you're spiritualizing it by saying, I'm just going to deal with it and I'm going to pray about it. The Bible says faith without works is dead. You can pray about something, but when you get through praying, you got to ask God for a strategy. God, now that I prayed about it, what I got to do about it? You might say, well, Pastor, I don't know that's Bible. That's Bible. Because when Jesus got through praying in the Garden of Gethsemane, he had to get up. And he asked that this bitter cup pass from me. But then he said, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. You got to understand something. You can sit back and pray for a job till you blue in the face. Or you can pray. You can heap up on Honda. You can roll on the floor. You can get this oil, slather all over yourself till you grease as a piece of fried chicken. Talking about a job. And God gonna provide a job. And then a friend say, you know, they hiring over there such and such. Well, God gonna bless me with a job. Somebody else, they hired on that such stuff. God gonna bless me with a job. Or they hired on that such stuff. God gonna bless me with a job. And then you get mad and angry with God. One night you get to talk to God and say, I said for free. All you had to do is fill out an application. And I already backed away. And you said, well, I thought you were going to give it to me. He said, no, it don't work like that. You got to put some faith and work into the prayer. And when it comes to deal with our emotions, we got to be open and honest with ourselves. That's why one of the classes we teach for our new members is class 201, Discovering Spiritual Maturity. And one of the things that discovering spiritual maturity, that it is appropriate and right for most of us to learn to write down our emotion, write down what we're going through, write down how God is dealing with us, to get that stuff out. Because if you keep bearing it, it don't do you no good. I know some of you say, well, Pastor, you know, the word of 2019 was toxic. And the word of 2020 is going to be toxic. Toxic work environment. My family is toxic. I'm in toxic relationships. And I have to keep on telling them, well, you can go in toxic material as long as you got on the right equipment. You can deal with toxic situations and toxic people as long as you make sure that you are fully equipped to deal with it. And when you go in, if you got the right stuff, you can take a toxic situation and neutralize it and make it peaceful for everybody. I want to free somebody today and tell you, it's okay for you to be angry. It's okay for you to be upset. And I know you're sitting there saying, well, he says it's okay for me to be angry, but is it okay for me to be angry with God? I came to tell you, it's absolutely okay for you to be angry with God. For his ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. And when you're angry with him, it don't make no sense to be walking around here thinking that you hiding from him the fact that you're angry with him. Might well let him know. Tell him, God, I'm mad. Man, you know you were low down and dirty. What you did to me, God, that was wrong. How you put me through what you put me through. You can be angry, upset, and open with God. And when you get through crying, when you get through hollering, God gonna sit back and say, now that you got all that off your chest, let me explain something to you. I am God. I always will be, and I always have been. And if I brought you to it, it may have been painful, it may have been hurtful, it may have been frustrated, it may have caused you anger, but if I brought you to it, I'm going to carry you through it. So let me know how you feel, so I can soothe your every heartache and calm your every fear. Because when you get through being angry, when you get through shaking your fist, when you get through stomping around the house, when you get through cussing everybody out, and when you come to me, I'm going to remind you, did I not promise you that I would never leave you, nor will I forsake you? I know it's rough, and I know it's tough, I know you're mad with me, I know it's hard to trust me right now, but I did not bring you this far to leave you now. It is perfectly okay to be angry with God, because God says it's right there at your point of anger that I'll come in and show you that I am still God all by myself. So go ahead and free yourself and say, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to get angry. You're going to get upset by some things. I don't even know the reality of anger. But secondly, we got to notice our response to agitation. Say, our response to agitation. Our response to agitation. Watch what it says right here in the text. Watch what it says. The text is tailored to teach us right here. Watch verse 26. Watch verse 26. Watch the movement. It says, be angry and do not sin. He didn't waste no time, did he? He didn't waste no time, did he? He said, be angry and do not sin. In other words, anger is not an excuse for sin. He took it away from you. You saying, well, Pastor, you don't understand. You know, I got to go by the liquor store on Friday because I'm still mad with God how he took my mama, and I got to go get me a fifth of gin every Friday. God said, be angry, but you ain't got to be drunk. That's right, that's right. But you don't understand. I have to beat my wife because I saw my dad beat my mama, and it made me so mad that all I know is to beat a woman. Okay? Be angry, but do not sin. Pastor, you don't understand, after that long week I done had, I just try to go home and just forget about everything, and I put a fried chicken out the refrigerator, the spaghetti out the refrigerator, ice cream, and I just sit in the middle of the bed and eat. I can't eat no more. Be angry, but do not sin. I know you're sitting here saying, well, Pastor, what do I ever have an excuse for sinning? Do I ever have a reason to sin? Can you tell you this free? You ain't got to put it in the check. You can take it home, read all 6 of his books, and you're going to discover there is never an excuse for sinning. Amen. If you sin because you want to, and you sin because you like to, but you can't blame it on nobody but you. That's right. He said, do not sin. So you get angry and upset with your spouse, and you get ready to let them know. How about that girl at the job? Say, I'm a good man, and she'll take me any day. Now you mad because she said go on with her. She'll send you back home. Now y'all haven't spoken in 2 weeks. You come in y'all house, it's colder than the North Pole. And you sit there talking, I don't know what's going on with her. I told her I love her in the morning. She trying to figure out how many more women out here telling you love. And you going to bring this woman from the job and bring her to the argument. But you thought you were going to get a little better footing by telling her somebody else wants you. And she said, have they seen your clothes? And see where you leave when you come in the house. Anybody want this? And come get it. Basket right there in the clothes, still on the floor. I might be talking about my wife. But you can be angry, but you never given a license to sin. But then watch what Paul says. Watch what Paul says. He go ahead and break it down. Look at what it says in verse 25. Verse 26. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath. In other words, he said if you upset, you need to get it out. Going to sleep angry ain't going to do nothing but make you wake up angry. And you know what happens when you're angry? You get hangry. And you throughout the night going back and forth to the refrigerator. Adding on pounds. Because you still mad because such and such told you something at work and you did. I just wish I could have told her what I wanted to tell her. Well, you didn't. It's over with. Move on. But Pastor, you don't understand. That child been working my nerves since I got this job. And let me ask you, is she the supervisor? No, she the supervisor. Well, just let her know next time she come. Are you the supervisor? If you're not the supervisor, go tell the supervisor. Whatever you got to tell me. That's right. But you just tell me your business, I'm going to tell the mine, and we're going to be all right. This girl wore a shirt, teacher wore a shirt, the word Friday. Said, one of my coworkers need to know they are not the supervisor. The principal said, what should I do? I said, just leave her alone. I said, maybe whoever it is will get the picture. I said, maybe they'll get the picture. Maybe they won't. I said, but maybe they will. He said, what if somebody come to me upset about it? I said, that's who she talking about then. If somebody come to you about her shirt, that's who she talking about. Because it don't bother me, no, not one bit. He said, well, ain't she your mentee? I said, I ain't her boss, and I don't try to be her boss. Don't bother me. I said, I did tell she has some stuff turn in this week, but if that's what she thinks, that's on her. Because you either turn it in and get a contract that month, you don't turn it in, no contract. It happens. But I tell people all the time, you let folk who don't even have your destiny and purpose in their hand upset you to the place where you can't even live your life, worried about somebody who not put no food on your table, who not put clothes on your back, who doesn't know, who will not determine whether you spend eternity in heaven or hell, and you mad 4 and 5 days about them. I won't get on the time of day. Who are you? And they say, well, you just so sarcastic, you just so condescending. You take it any way you want to, but you don't bother me. And I'm not going to let you bother me. You better find somebody to to play with because this ain't what you want. And we spend too much time allowing people to make us angry, to make us frustrated, and to make us upset. And they can't help it. They just who they are. I can't help y'all with this. Can't help y'all with this. Because I tell y'all this every year for holidays and everything. 2020, let 2020 be the year where you don't get upset with nobody for being who they are. Amen. If they're a family member, they low down, they're going to be low down. Don't get upset in March. Because they told them to give you your money back with income tax. You've been giving them $200 every year in June. Every year in June, they've been getting about $200 from you on vacation. And they've been telling you for 20 years, when they give income tax, I'm going to get back to you. And here you are every year, from March to May, you mad because they didn't get your money. This year, let it go. Don't be angry and upset with nobody who's already showed you who they are. You think I'm going to allow somebody I already know low down to make me mad because they low down? Now, you ain't going to be low down to me. I already see it. All right, now. You know, you got certain family members talking about, well, we're going to have a party, and I'm going to take up the money for the party. Come on now. Do you think anybody in the whole family going to charge you with $5? Let alone the money for the... We going on a trip, and I want everybody to send me the money for the trip. And y'all show up and be waiting to go on the trip, and they be going on the trip by themselves. If you already know they're shyster, don't fool with them. This year for the 4th of July, don't let nobody take up money for ribs and y'all don't have none. Just go to Sam, buy your own ribs, and show up with them. They were talking too much. Don't let nobody make you upset. If you got a spouse and you got children by and they can know down their whole life, don't be no whole. Well, that joker said she coming by the weekend, and I just believe it. And when she don't come, you walk around mad and pouting, even in church upset. Come on now, you know by now they lie. It's what they do. If she open her mouth, she lying. If he open his mouth, he lying. Why get upset about somebody who's already showed you who they are? They rob you your whole day. Why? I was sitting here waiting on them. Why? Don't wait. If they come by the hotel, mama, tell them to call me on my cell phone. We gone. Well, how we come to pick my child up? Well, you've been missing so many times. I didn't think you were coming, but you come on, pick them up. We right now to call. And let it be. You frustrated and angry and upset every time, over and over again. And the enemy sitting back saying, I know which button to push. Here you are going to the same restaurant with the same slow folk. And showing out. How long does it take to fry some French fries and put a hamburger in a bag? They've been slow since they're open. And here you are, angry and upset. Then got audacity coming down a few weeks later. We have our family friend, they down in our church. I want to. You know what showed out of this live the other week? Well, I wasn't myself. I was hungry. Don't get upset. You get angry and upset and have a weakness over folk that that's who they are. Who they are. It said, do not sin. And don't let the sun go down on your wrath. See, this is a personal thing. This ain't got nothing to do with what nobody else did to you. This you. You got to deal with you. But you say, well, Pastor, they still ain't apologize. And your forgiveness of them ain't got nothing to do with what they do. It got something to do with you freeing you up. Let it go. We're walking around here ruining our life, ruining our purpose, ruining our destiny because we are sinning because we angry and upset. Cussing folks out, tearing them down, gossiping and backbiting, and the world looking and saying, what kind of believer is this supposed to be? Not only do we know this, the reality of anger, not only know our response to agitation, but thirdly and finally, you have to restrict the avenues. Say, restrict the avenues. Watch verse 27, I'm out of here. It says, nor give place to the devil. did you have to put this at the end of that? He said, because when you're angry, you get outside yourself. You let that devil come in, and he start telling you stuff. And then you start plotting stuff. And next thing you know, you done messed up. You done gone too far. And we got to be careful because, see, we love movies like that. We love movies like that. You know, we go to the movie, wait. Ooh, they done did her wrong. Well, I hope she get it back. She got to find a way to get it back. She got to, whoa. Get him, girl. And then you sit there another lifetime, sitting there watching with your wife. And I mean, the whole day, as a man, you sit there just saying, is she going to kill me like this? Is she going to kill me like that? And they just sit there cheering, woo! He dead now! She got it! And you sitting there saying, can we watch? One on with free on, one on with back and wait for it to happen. Move on with your life. Keep on going on, doing what you're going to do. Because God said, don't you worry. I've got that covered. You just keep on doing what I told you to do. Stop allowing your anger to stop you. And you sit back trying to make sure somebody get what they deserve. I'm just waiting for the day when they suffer just a little bit. And you walk around trying to wait for them to suffer and don't realize you don't suffer because you had moved trying to wait for them to suffer. You sit around here and ruin your life trying to plot against somebody else, waiting for somebody else's downfall, praying for God to hurt somebody else. And God sit back and say, you got to depart from me. I never knew you. Because how will they know we are his disciples? By the love we have one for another. Amen. We walk around here angry and upset, bitter, mad, frustrated. You came in church and said, Pastor, I don't cuss no more. I don't have to do that no more. But you go outside and somebody be done backed into your car. And those 4-letter words that you said you had forgot start coming up. We got to get the deacon to hold you back. I know that bleep, 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 didn't bleep. And we said, whoa, wait a minute, this church. Anger will do that to you. Anger got you out there speeding up. You speeding trying to go up just so you can shoot a bird at the person that cut you off. That's anger. Anger got you put a laxative in your food at work, hoping whoever was stealing it will get this and have to run it. That's anger. And what we don't realize is, it's not a good look. And while you angry and upset with them, you ain't doing nothing but stopping God from blessing you with what God want to bless you with. I came to tell you today, if you got anger, to let it go. Amen. I know you see yourself saying, Pastor, you don't understand. I still been about 5 years old, and my auntie told me I wasn't going to be nothing. That's okay. You can remember it, but you don't have to be angry about it. Amen. You just say, God ended up showing her and the world that what he blessed, can't nobody curse. And you can move on. I know you say, well, Pastor, you know, the person I used to be married to, the person I used to date, they tried to take me out. They tried to take everything from me. Well, you still here. Amen. You're still standing. You're alive and well. How you going to get to this place and still be angry with them, and God has brought you safe thus far? You got to understand that God didn't bring you this far to leave you, and sometimes he brings you so you can be a testimony to others to say what you meant for evil, God turned it around for my good. I'm a living witness of the faithfulness of God, because even when I was unfaithful, he was faithful. So that's all I came to tell you today. I'm angry. Now what? Find a way to decompress. Amen. Find a way to deal with it. But whatever you do, don't sin.
Amen.
Do me a favor, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, if you don't remember nothing else, remember, you can be angry, but do not sin. Give the Lord a hand of praise. If 2020 going to be a year, 2020 going to be a year, you got to do something different this year than you have in past years. And one of those things this year that you got to do different than you did in past years is you can't give the devil any space. Because he comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. We're giving him no place this year. None. We're not going to be lusting. We're not going to be in doubt. We're not going to be in unforgiveness. And we're not going to be angry. Amen? While we're standing all over the sanctuary, and there be one among us today who doesn't know Jesus Christ and a free pardon of your sin. If you died right now, you don't know if you'll spend eternity. We want to invite you to love and faithful relationship with Jesus Christ. He says he stands at the door and knocks. If any man here, let him in. There's nothing better than knowing Jesus.
Lord Jesus,
He will pick you up.
He will pick you up and turn your life around.
Tell your neighbor.
You wanna know Him.
Look at your other neighbor and say,
Yes, to know Him.
when should you do it?
Right now, today, just now.
Maybe you're here and you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, but you don't have a church home. You don't have a place to call home. This is a great place with great people. We serve a great God. You believe in loving what the Bible says, God, and doing what God has called us to do. We invite you to invite in this great church family. Get to know Him. Right now, today. There's nothing better than knowing Jesus. He will pick you up.
He will pick you up and turn your life around.
You are the Lord. Get to know Him. Right now, today. The universe says, come on, come on, come on. Right now. Believing Jesus Christ, part of a Bible-believing, Bible-teaching church. The song says, as we leave this place, take the blessings of the Lord with you. As we leave this place, depart to serve. Take His word, share His word. He will lead you. He will guide you always. As we leave this place, this is our closing song as we get ready to depart from this place. As we leave this place, do me a favor, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm believing that 2020 is going to be your year. But neighbor, you got to make sure that you don't let anger stop you from being all that God intends for you to be. Amen. As we leave this place, while we stand across the sanctuary, there's one line. As we leave this place, next Sunday, service starts at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. next Sunday. When we get here at 10, come on to Sunday school. We're finishing up Solomon. We're studying Solomon all of January. Amen.